This qualifying recap brought to you by Phillips Connect, technology that moves us forward.
Oh yeah, 333 miles an hour. Matt Hagan goes to the top. A thundering 3.823. That car at the 8th mile, 3.09 seconds. That is some pretty rare funny car air.
I was pumped. I mean, I knew, I've been kind of like poking the bear with my assistant crew chief, like, man, this thing's, it can take more primary, put some primary on it. Why are you so scared, and just giving him a hard time. And man, we went 844 60 foot, and that's probably my fastest 60 foot ever. And those guys had it loaded up for bear. It hiked the tire up, and it was carrying the front end and washing real hard. And I was like, this thing's got some wheel speed, early, and it's just super fun to drive, and it's just, Dickie Venerables, I know what the man's capable of, and I know when he's got that look in there. And then my car chief, Alex, he kind of patted the injector and he was like, hold on, so, I knew if it stuck, it was going to run good. But those cars are a handful to drive, and sometimes when they're on those record runs like that, you just, less is more, and you kind of got to let them go as far as you can until you start making those corrections. But that's learned over time in one of these funny cars. It's I remember back in the day, I'd yard on it and it would come loose, and you're going like, oh man, there's some hard lessons learned, but they're just so fun to drive. And to come out here, we tested well here. We still got a big race day ahead of us, but for what Tony Stewart, Leah Pruitt, or Leah Stewart, I guess now, however she wants to be called, it's just a heck of a job putting this organization and team together over the winter. We got a lot of new parts and pieces, same group of guys, same stuff that we, a lot of the stuff that we bought from Don Schumacher, but it just couldn't have happened without Tony and Leah and all the guys' support of what they've done over the winter to drag this stuff out here and just do a phenomenal job giving us the parts and pieces and the resources. And this Power Broker Dodge, I see a lot of good things happen for it.
Let's see if somebody can knock Chip Tatum out of that number one spot. Here we go. How about 3.657? 329 miles an hour. Doug Kalitta goes to the top. Leah goes 3.703 at 328 miles an hour, and that ain't nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah, it was nice getting the number one here for sure. That last session, the conditions were perfect, and I knew everybody was going for it, so including us. So we were definitely not going to be bashful, and we ended up still pulling it off. So it was good, and definitely looking forward to tomorrow. Yeah, the guys are working their tails off on my car. That we're seeing some major strides in the performance on that thing, and looking forward to tomorrow.
Cruz walked away and leave it in the hands of Kyle Koretsky, a relative newcomer to the category, and Bo Butner, a returning former champion. Koretsky lifts the numbers down low and at the finish line. How about 6.520? Look at the Lucas Oil guys on the starting line. Kid Chaos goes to the top, at least for the moment. 210 miles an hour. We got 6.559. 208.52 is what Bo Butner is going to stand on from earlier. He'll stay number 12.
Yeah, I'm super excited. But last qualifier there, I knew the Lucas Oil Camaro had it in it. Greg gave us a tune-up, and the rest of the guys, Nate and Rob and Dave, said hold on. So when I was holding on and left with the wheels up and I hit every shift point, I feel perfectly. And man, I get out of the car and the officials give you a number one. It's like, whew, man, that's pretty cool. So second one, it's great for KB. Ken and Judy are out here, and man, just living the dream.
Let's see if somebody can knock Chip Tatum out of that number one spot. Here we go. How about 3.657? 329 miles an hour. Doug Kalitta goes to the top.
It's the quickest time we've ever made. Thing left hard. It seemed like it was going straight, and then just a little sprilly at the end, but I could definitely tell that thing was pulling harder than any run that I'd ever been on. So Just super proud of my guys. Obviously, everybody's been busting their tail on this thing, and obviously with Alan Johnson and Brian and the whole effort that they brought to our team, and we couldn't be more excited for sure.
They both make the final adjustment on the barrel valve. And the Napa Dodge and the Auto Club Chevy, final 2 funny cars with top fuel at the ready line. Come on, more 84s. Wow, Ron drives into smoke. And how about Robert goes 3.8? 3.8. 332 miles an hour. Robert Hyde goes to the top.
Does just about every run we've made down the track this whole year has been in the 380s. So that's pretty impressive, but we're under really good conditions. When you come to Phoenix and the temperatures are like this, you better hold on, right? It's and you can see the dragsters out there having lots of trouble tonight. They're shaking, it's weak. And Jimmy and Chris did a really good job and hit it just right. But we had a really good run to come off of. The final round, it ran 386.1 in Pomona. And we had just been here 2 weeks ago testing.
Final 2 at Pro Stock. Greg Anderson sits number 1. .540 times 2. Come on, man. By 1,000th of a second, they both passed Greg Anderson. Erica gets the top spot.
It was definitely pretty awesome. I got to run next to my teammate Aaron Stanfield. We qualified 1-2 in Pomona, as you mentioned, and we met each other in the final round. We were able to win there, so that put us as the last pair for the first qualifying session here in Phoenix. And as the sun was going down and the temperatures are getting cooler, it's always a really fun run for Pro Stock at that time of day. So yeah, we're number 1, but after looking at the data, I feel like we can definitely make some improvements for tomorrow. I give myself a B+ in the driving department, so we can definitely improve there. And Mark just felt like he was a little bit soft on the tune-up and the setup of the race car. So tomorrow's looking up, but either way, to put our Milling Performance Elite Motorsports Chevy Camaro on the pole after the first session, very exciting.
Competition Plus is your go-to source for the latest in drag racing news. For over 20 years, CompetitionPlus.com has provided news you can trust, thoroughly researched and delivered as quick and fast as it can be uploaded. Whether it's nitro or stock, drag radial or pro modified, our writers are trained to bring you the inside story time and time again. We have it all from in-depth news articles to the latest in high-performance products to the scuttlebutt making its way around the pits. Original video content from the stars in drag racing also makes CompetitionPlus.com the ultimate one-stop shop for die-hard drag racing fans. Don't make CompetitionPlus.com your only stop on the information superhighway. Make it your first. For news you can trust and have trusted for 20 years, visit CompetitionPlus.com. Be sure to download our mobile app. It's a free download on the Apple Store and Google Play.